We consider another example of finding a missing number. The question mark minus 14 equal to 9, and then we are given 4 options to choose from. So let us represent this question mark by a circle. Suppose this circle represents the amount represented by question mark, and if out of this amount, this whole amount, we take out certain amount which is equal to 14, we will be left with the amount which is equal to 9. So this is the pictorial representation of this particular problem. This whole thing represented by question mark minus this portion represented by 14 is equal to 9. So from this figure we can say that if we add this part represented by 14 and this part represented by 9, this should be equal to this question mark, or the part represented by this whole circle. So 14 plus 9 will be equal to the question mark. So 14 plus 9 is 23. So this is the answer to this particular question. So this is one way of thinking this particular problem. This is one way of doing this problem. Let me discuss another way how you can solve this particular question without drawing this, having to infer this pictorially. Let us represent this missing number or the question mark by English alphabet Y minus 14 equal to 9. So as already known to us is that if you shift a number from one side of equal sign to another side, its sign changes. So this is very important funda that you should remember in all your classes throughout your life if you want to do maths well. So if there is no symbol in front of any number, then consider that as positive sign, that is plus. So before y or the unknown number we have got 1 plus, and before 9 we have got the positive sign. This side of equation is called the left hand side equal to the right hand side where we have got plus 9. So as we have to find out y, we will keep this y on the left hand side, and this 14 with its minus sign, this minus sign belongs to, let me change the color of pen to get you a feel of that, this 14 belong, this minus symbol belongs to 14, this plus symbol belongs to y, and this plus symbol belongs to 9. So this should be understood very well. Now plus y equal to plus 9, this minus 14 will jump to the other side, and this minus sign before 14 will become what? Yes, very good, right? It should become plus 14. So this y will be equal to plus 9 plus 14, which is equal to plus 23. So you may or may not write plus. So I told you, if no sign is there, then that should be considered as plus. So this can be written as y equal to 23 also. So this is one way of doing the problem. This is another way of doing the problem. So you have got two way of doing such problem. Now you will be amazed to know there is still another way of doing this particular problem. Even if you do not know these two ways, there is a third way, and this should be a last resort. If even if you do not know these, no idea comes to you, then what you can do, you can plug the options in place of question mark. So here I have got y minus 14 equal to 9. So what I will do, I will plug or put, or you can say try or check each of the options. CHECK, check each option if that makes the statement true. So y minus 14 equal to 9. So option A is 5. So 5 is less than 14. So this cannot be true. Next, if the option 21 minus 14, now 21 minus 14 is 7, which is not equal to 9. Next, let us try option C, which is 22. 22 minus 14 is 8, which is again not equal to the right hand side, which is 9. Now trying option D, let me do that here. Option D is 23. I put that in place of question mark. So 23 minus 14 equal to 9. Yes, this 9 is equal to our given right hand side number, which is equal to 9. The number 23 fits into the question mark. So 23 is the right option, which you have found from the third way of doing such problem. So first option is to draw that pictorially and infer or think how you can solve that. Second is by simply putting in an alphabet in place of the question mark and solving, keeping in mind this particular fundamental, that shifting of one number from one side of equation to another changes its sign. So only thing you have to know here, that you have to put this unknown number in one side of the equation and do all the calculations on another side, so that you can ultimately find out the value of the unknown number. And the third way of doing that is by plugging in each of the option in place of the unknown number and check which option fits into the equation. So now you have got lot of options or lot of ways of doing a particular problems. So I hope you will not leave any of the question in your competitive exam blank, and you will come out answering it correctly. Practice more and more for better results. If our videos and website www.decodemong.com helped you in any way, you may thank me by subscribing to my channel and clicking the like button. Please remember to share the videos so as to help other fellow students like you. For queries, please comment here or through contact page of our website decodemong.com. And above all, thank you for your patience.